checks it for. So now we have these basics, we can add it together into a if statement. So if check port was unsuccessful, it will give you the message port's not open, server offline. Else it will give you the message saying it is online, the port is open. So now we have this check port and the function it's running. We can now write a lot more stuff. So we're going to start the if, and we're going to do the exclamation mark, which is like basically no. If check port is no, like such, we can run a piece of code which is going to be, we're going to run like a little bit of HTML. So we're going to put it into the echo statements. So we could do, for example, echo. First start with a line break, I think. Probably, yeah. Then IP address scanned. IP address scan, then we can do that. We want to put this in bold, so it looks more visually appealing. But in bold, then we want to stop, because then we need to add in the variable. So we're going to put the dot and then the IP. So it's now going to display the IP address we scanned. Say you put in google.com, it will accept that, because that resolves to an IP. But basically, if you put, say, Google in the address thing, it will say IP address scanned google.co.uk, and it will put it in bold, so just like that. Then we want to start a new one, which is going to end the bold. We don't want it to spill over onto the next field. And then line break, and then line break, like such. Yeah, that's one line done. We can't check it at the moment. Well, we can actually check it at the moment, but it's not going to give us any details. Okay, well, we can have a quick look at it. Okay, so let's say we put in google.co.uk, then port 80, because that's the HTTP port, so right, it displays nothing. That's because it doesn't display anything, because the port is online, so it won't actually display any information. So what we can do is just put that to 81, and it'll actually display. There we go, IP address scanned google.co.uk. See, it's because that port wasn't open, it's giving you this message, because we haven't written the other stuff yet, but it obviously would otherwise. Yeah, just to make sure we can see the page the whole time, let's just quickly put in a header, so H3 again. I don't know, port status maybe. Yep, port status, that looks good. And then we can check over here. It's just checking, there we go, port status, that's done. Okay, so now I can continue over onto these fields. So we're going to echo, do a line break again, port scanned, so then it will give you the port that you scanned, and that's going to equal, once again, port. Then we're going to start another one. Oh wait, yes, actually, mistake by me, we need bold, just to make it look a little bit more smarter. End the bold, then we're going to do a line break again, and then a line break again, and a line break again, like that. So now we are giving out the, actually we'll take out that because it's already line broken, so it doesn't need that. It'll give you the IP address you put in and the port you scanned, and it will echo that all out to you. So now we want to echo the last thing, the port status. So because this is the error and the port isn't open on this one, what we want to do is status, yeah, we'll just do status like that, and then we want to do basically, because we know it's scanned, we know it's closed, we can literally just put status closed. So like this, you just write closed like that, just like such, and then just add in the line breaks again like we always do. And oh yeah, make a mistake there. There we go. Right, that is done for the moment. You can obviously add some more details in there later if we need to. Now we want to do else. So if the port is open, if the port is fine, we're going to run this block of code, which is basically just going to be this, so we can just copy and paste this. There's no point in running out again, but this is going to say open, okay, like such. Now we can have a little look at the script. So we'll refresh this, remember this is closed. Okay, so it's working, there we go. IP address scan, google.co.uk, port scanned 81, status closed. Okay, so now we'll do 80, and we know that's open because 80 is the default HTTP port, so submit. There we go. Google.co.uk, port scanned 80, status open. Right. So I also need to show you, if we put nothing in this top one and put port in there, please go back and fill out all the fields. Let's say we take that out and put google.co.uk here. Submit. Please go back and fill out all the fields. Right, the only problem is now we have one, we put one and we can put one. Don't put stuff in all the fields, it's not empty. Now if you click submit, IP address scanned 1, port scanned 1, status closed. So this is just the basics of the script. We're not going to add anything else today, but in a later video we'll write a bit of a script to make sure that we can check whether it's an IP, whether it's a domain, and that the second thing is actually a number between a certain scale, so between 1 and the max port you can use. So thank you for watching, and I hope you